Hello, Earth signs. This is your October Love 2018 reading, specifically for the week of 7th through the 7th through the 14th. That is such a mouthful. Like, I can't do it. Anyways, so I just want to say thank you for your support. And this is going to be, again, a weekly love reading. So without any further ado, we're just going to get into it. Yeah, I'm doing all of the Earth signs together. So this is, Taurus, Lord, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, okay? For my Earth element. Some of you are going to be receiving communication from somebody. I'm sensing that you haven't spoke to in a while. Oh, 7 through the 14th, October 2018, Earth element, love, 7 through the 14th, 2018, October, 14th, October, 2018, for love, okay? Ooh, and we have the King of Pentacles pop out. So that's y'all. That's your energy, okay? Look, there he is again at the bottom of this deck. So we're in your energy, okay? Feel good about this shuffle. Okay. We have the Death card here. To the 5 of Wands. I'm telling you, some of y'all are dealing with the Gemini. If you cross-watch, Gemini had a bonus reading, and, like, they got these exact cards. So some of y'all are dealing with the Gemini. And the 5 of Swords. And I did a reading in between, so it's not, like, poor shuffling. Okay? It could be poor shuffling, but it's not poor shuffling, alright? Okay, so let's get into it. So, Death. So, again, we're closing out a cycle. We are putting rest to something. This could be habits, but because this has to do with love, it seems like there's an ending of a relationship. But this relationship, there's 2 5s here. There's 2 5s. We have the 5 of Wands, which is like external conflict, passions, just could be arguing, bickering back and forth, just really a conflict of ego. And here with the 5 of Swords, this is really communication. This is, you know, not playing nicely with others, not being fair, you know, kind of using words to cut people down, really a sharp tongue is kind of how I interpret this card. Like, so much so, they were all having fun, they were all having a great time, and then, you know, he played too rough. Look, this dude's crying in the back. This dude was like, oh shit, I'm just going home, like, you're no fun. And he's just kind of like, well, fuck them, you know? It's kind of like the energy that I'm getting, because it started off well, and then it went left, and everybody was just like, you know what, I'm done with this, like, I don't have time, right? And with here, it seems like people were kind of agitated already, like they came to box. Like, some of these people could be enjoying this, right? And so that's why I'm just moving. But either way, 2 5s to a closure. So we have 2 5s, which is, you know, equals 10, 2 13, which is the ending of something. So an ending of a cycle. This is a very, like, kind of traumatic cycle, but it seems like there's an ending of a relationship here that has been very back and forthy, kind of tumultuous. Can't use big words. How do you view? How does the other person view you? The 9 of Cups. So somebody's looking at you, and it seems like they really think that, like, you kind of are like their dream come true. But see, there we go with this communication. There we go with this communication. Okay, so this is a really kind of, some of y'all are dealing with it very, I'm not surprised that this reading is kind of erratic just because of this particular card being in the middle of it. Like, that always signals to me that it's just a lot of different energies happening all at one time, kind of competing against one another. So I can imagine what it is that you're going through. I myself am a Taurus moon, so I understand. I'm not necessarily, I am closing out a cycle, but okay, sorry. So here we have the Four of Pentacles. So somebody's holding on to something. And it seems like this person is holding on to kind of a dream or a wish or hoping that something's going to be different than what it is. But what's happening is there is a Six of Swords where somebody's moving away towards something to get to something better. And kind of just moving away from really having to release whatever it is that they're holding on to. Just really, really having to release that because there's no point. And there has to take action. It seems like there is just, it seems like there is just so much. Okay, I'm sorry, earth signs. But what I'm pointing out are, these are all contradictory cards. So we have somebody holding on to something with the Four of Pentacles and then somebody leaving, okay? And then on the other hand, we have action, communication, and then we have somebody who's just standing still. So what's happening? What exactly is happening? What's happening? It seems like there needs to be a closing of a cycle, but there's no movement, or there's just no movement. Because all of this is contradictory. So, like, who is it that you're connecting with, earth signs? Because it seems like you want, but you don't want. You want to be with them, but then you don't want to be with them. Or, one of those... I'm trying to think of, like, a better way to articulate it. It's just that, like, when you want affection, they don't. But when you don't want affection, that's when they come back. It's kind of what I'm seeing. I'm seeing, like, this push and this pull. So when you're ready to go, now they want to hold on. And... and when you're like, okay, well, let's work on it, they're like, nah, I'm ready to go. And for the other side, it's just like when you're ready to act and you're like, okay, let's do something, they're like, nah, I'm chilling. Like, they're just not trying to build. When you're trying to build, it just seems like that is the conflict. The conflict is like, it never meets up. Like, you are never on the same page. You are never on the same wavelength, which is why these fives are here. Again, could be connecting with the Scorpio. Could be connecting with the Scorpio. This is kind of crazy. I've never... it's so, like, contradictory. These cards are. I was like, should I stay or should I go? Could be connecting with a fellow earth sign. Could be connecting with Taurus. So there's stability and commitment. And it's moving very slowly. See, this whole thing is just really contradictory to me. I might take this down and upload another one because it's just like none of it's really like... Ooh. All right. What was that? So we do have, here's your energy, Taurus. And here's all of your energy, Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. So there seems to be like a siren going on. That's nuts. I apologize. It scared the shit out of me. We're gonna move into another deck. It seems to be your energy though, because your energy is coming through. So this is gonna resonate with some people. I'm just confused. Sometimes that happens where, like, as a reader, like, I'm like, I don't know what is happening. Like, and I'll say, like, listen, I'm just pulling cards at this point. That is so annoying. I'm so sorry. Yeah, what'd I say? What did I tell you? Some of you are really connecting with the Gemini. There's somebody in here who's connecting with the Gemini. I'm telling you, I promise. Go watch that video, Taurus. Like, or Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Go watch it. Some of you need it. Yeah, some of you are connecting with the Gemini. And so this is kind of like a two-faced, okay, it's starting to make sense a little bit now. Okay, so this is two-facedness, not calling Gemini's two-faced, but this is a duality. That's the word I want to look for. This is a duality. So on one end, there's leaving. On the other end, they're staying. Like, there just seems to be like a lot of back and forthness that's just not happening. And so with the Geminis, these are great communicators. So all I can say is that, like, it would probably be in your best interest to communicate, to speak, to say something, to say your piece, and really try to get some clarity off of what does this person want? What is this connection? Because it's just not going anywhere, because it's so stagnant, because everything is contradictory. It seems like you make literally one step forward, two steps back, but it's orchestrated that way. And they like it that way. It seems like the person that you're connecting with really likes that type of game, and they're so used to playing it. But the thing about earth signs, and this is my thing, it's just like earth signs don't play that for a long time. Like, they're loyal and everything else, but once it stops making sense, once it's unreasonable, that's when the death card comes in. When you get unreasonable. Virgos, my mother's a Virgos, Taurus, and Capricorns, they'll ride with you until they cannot logically explain what you're doing and what's happening. And I feel like it's teetering into that, like, I can't even articulate this into words. And like, I feel like your friends are tiring of hearing it. You're tired of telling the story, just kind of that energy. And then with Jupiter here, you're moving, and this goes with this Nine of Cups, which I didn't really get into, but I'm happy that Jupiter popped up, because this is expansion, and this is, oh my gosh, there's so much noise happening in this video. I'm so sorry. But this is expansion. This is wish. This is luck. So whatever it is that you decide to do with this closing of a cycle, some of you are really walking away. Some of you are putting it to rest. Some of you are putting the instability to rest, and you guys are just moving forward. It's just like you have luck and wish fulfillment on your side. So do not be afraid to expand. Don't be afraid to expand. Do not be afraid to move on, okay? Even though it seems like your emotions could be conflict, or the person that you're connecting with could be in conflict, it's just that, like, you, yourself, your energy is to expand and keep going. You look vibrant, you know? You look great. You are the ruler of the heavens and the earths and the skies. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so it's just like really, really move in that light to get what you want, because there's no reason to stay in 2 5s. When 2 5s pop up in a reading, that is just so much instability that to me is like, my Taurus moon can't take it. Like, I'm just like, I can't do a whole bunch of friction for a long time. It's just not worth it. I can't do a whole bunch of double talk. I can't do a whole bunch of you say one thing, but you meant something else, and I'm supposed to read your mind some kind of way. That irritates the shit out of me. And I know for some of you, that irritates the shit out of you. And so, but like, Make-A-Wish, literally, this is the Make-A-Wish Foundation right here. This combo right here. Make-A-Wish Foundation. What is it that you want? Decide what it is that you want and start moving in that direction. You can close out this cycle. You really can. Put death to the situation. You don't have to put up with a whole bunch of shenanigans. There's just, life's too short. Do you understand what I'm saying? I was just like, and this reading was weird. The sirens going off. Like, like somebody's energy is like, listen, look here. Looky here, friend. It's time to keep it trucking. Let's keep it a buck and keep it moving, you know? Sorry. Dude, liberation. I mean, like, you know, and I'm sorry for all the dudettes out there. Liberation. Let it go. This death right here, as scary as it seems, I think it is the most necessary and most vital card to me of the actual deck. Could be because I'm biased to Scorpios, you know, but the death card, it's because like you're releasing something, you're entering a new phase, you're transitioning to something else, you can leave everything behind. If you die and you have debt, guess what? God's not counting that as far as I know. With my student debt, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're liberated with the death card. People see it as scary. An ending to something is to me not bad. It's just putting you on another path. But again, this liberation here with this Jupiter card here, I'm telling you, you want to be soaring like this eagle, and all this conflict and all this back and forth and all this, you know, everything's not what it seems, and kind of that Gemini kind of duality where it's just like, is that what you really meant to say? Is this what you really meant to say? Ain't nobody got time for that. Liberate yourself. Move on. Move forth. That's really what I'm sensing for you, Earth signs. Really let some of that shit go. You don't have to hold on to anything or anyone. And I know that that's your natural, and right now I'm specifically speaking to Virgos, just because like I know a lot of Virgos, and Virgos are very loyal. very loyal, especially when they feel like they love somebody. And they will put their pride aside to stick with somebody, especially if you're dealing with like a Virgo in like their 20s or so. Like they're really, really the type that's just going to rock and ride. Not this one. It's kind of what I'm seeing for you. Again, your judgment is your own. I'm not going to tell you what to do, right? Like, who am I, this girl in the fucking basement that's making a shit ton of noise? So you always make your own decisions, but this speaks for itself. I'm specifically talking to my Virgos, but all the earth signs, okay? Oops. All right, so, thank you so much. I hope that resonated with you. Please continue to like, share, and subscribe. I can't wait to hear from you. The raffle is in fact closed, but thank you to all who participated in it. I did get a few Taurus, so like, thank you. And, yeah, I wish you the best, and I'll see you soon, okay? Bye.